So today I'm going to cover some things that I have said that people has either questioned me about or has something to say about it. I was not going to do this video just because I felt there was no need in explaining myself, and then the more I thought about it, I realized, well, maybe I should, because then these people can see where I'm coming from on it. Okay, so there's going to be 3 or 4 things we're going to discuss today and cover. The first of which I'm getting shit about is me saying that science and religion are the same thing, that there is no proof to back either one of them up. And again, it's true, and I'm going to explain why it's true. I'm not discrediting science at all. I'm not discrediting even religion. Because whether you realize it or not, you have a core value that has came from religious text. That is where you get most of your right and wrong from. Now, you cannot anyone that wants to dispute this, we can talk about it. I mean, I'm not the type of person where I'm closed-minded. I mean, I'm willing to talk about things, but the reason I'm saying this is, one, you have to believe what people, again, you're born in the world, you have to believe what people tell you. You only have 2 or 3 choices in the end, which way to go, right? So if you say that you believe everything science puts in front of you, you also have to realize you only believe that because you have been led to believe that. If you was not born into this society and you was born in another country, and I told you that the sky was gray and the grass was purple, you would think this. And it wouldn't matter if it was true or not, you would think it. And I know you're saying, well, Blake, just because you say something doesn't make it true. Exactly. Exactly. Just because you say something does not make it true. Truth is true by definition. True is truth by definition, but you saying something and having that much faith to back it up does not make it true. Just like religion, it does not make it true. There is no possible way every religion can be right. There is no possible way that science can be right. This is all I'm saying. It's not humanly, physically, spiritually, consciously possible for it to be right, and there's going to be a definitive answer. There will never be a definitive answer, is what I'm saying. So that's all I'm saying with science, right? Like, I'm not disputing parts of science. I'm not disputing that it's not real. I'm not disputing that it has not helped us in some regard throughout human history. And I'm also, as someone who was against religion for 13 years of my life, I'm saying right now that religion has played a more key factor in the progression of human beings with a moral compass as anything else has, including science. Science may have got us knowledgeable about things, but again, it is what we have been told about it. We have to accept what we have been told. And my point is, you were taught by people that 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 were taught by people the same fucking thing. Religious texts have been around for thousands of years. They get changed a little bit here and there and all this bullshit, but it's pretty much the same. Same thing with science. It's the same thing repeatedly. Like, it gets passed down here and there, and then now, as technology gets greater and greater, we realize that, hey, there's something else going on here. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's not as simple as 2 plus 2 equals 4, or the fucking sky is blue. Yeah, the sky is blue and 2 plus 2 equals 4, but why does it equal 4? And why is the sky blue? Why is that color blue? Because you have been told that. You have been taught that. That's all I'm getting at. And I'm not saying that science it doesn't make any purpose in the world, because it does. Also, things that I've been getting comments about is depression and anxiety is not real. How can you say that, Blake? It's obviously real. No, it is not. It is not real. If it is real to you, it's only real because you perceive it to be real and you have accepted it as being real in your life. Again, I thought I was depressed to the point I almost went to a mental health clinic and got put on, I can't even remember the name of the medication, but I almost got put on life-changing medication because I thought that. So again, as someone for 3 years of their life thought they were so depressed that they had to go, was going to seek out going to be putting on antidepressants and anxiety medication. When I tell you it is all perception, I mean, again, this may just be my opinion, but I think you would be very, 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 very hard pressed to find any legitimate therapist or counselor out there that would disagree with me at the core of this, that it is all perspective and it is all what you have done to yourself at that point. And it's not just like you woke up one morning and magically your brain was like, man, fuck this, fuck you, we ain't doing shit today, we don't feel good. So, and even if it does, nobody feels good every day. People are going to get upset about things, but that does not mean it's anxiety, and that does not mean it's depression. And when you fall into the trap of thinking that and exceeding it, And what I mean by exceeding it is accepting it and then adding more to it by the way you think, by the way you eat, by the things you do, then of course it's going to be worse. Again, perception is reality. You control everything around you by what's in your mind and the way you see things. And that is the truth. The third thing is, let me see, what was the third thing people were talking about? Oh, calling people, how are you motivating people by calling them pussies and telling them to quit making excuses? Well, that's not going to motivate everyone. Now, I do go around and speak at certain things and talk to certain people. And what I've noticed through this is maybe 30% of people will half-ass listen to what I say. 20% of people won't listen to a fucking word I say. And then you have 40% who will actually listen and get motivated by it. Then you have 10% who will act on it. And getting motivated and acting on it is two different things. I can motivate you all day long, but unless you do something with it, it's not going to help anything. You see what I mean? It's motivation and determination are two different things. I can motivate you, but you need to be determined yourself to change it to the point you're obsessed with it. People want to say obsession's bad. Obsession's only bad if you let it be bad. Obsession is what drives most successful people. And it's true. That's the truth. So, you can call me obsessed. You can call me you can say I'm not happy. I see comments saying I'm not happy. People telling me I don't look happy. So, just because I'm not smiling and joking around all the time doesn't make me happy. That's not the case. When you get to a certain point, you do become obsessed. But it's not a bad obsession. It's a determination and a dedication that has led to an obsession. But like I said, for over 3 years, I would celebrate and be happy over the littlest fucking thing in life. And now I'm not celebrating shit until I get to exactly where I want to be. Now I'll take a second or two here and there to sit back and be like, man, you did that shit. But most of the time I'm like, okay, I can rest when this shit's done. And I don't know when I'll ever be done. I really don't. I mean, fuck. I'm not stopping until I feel fulfilled. Until I feel happy, content, truly happy and content. I mean, where I can step back and say, damn, Blake, you fucking did that. This is what you did. This is how you did it. This is where you came from to do it. And this was your mindset. And this is what you accomplished just by waking up one morning and changing your mindset. That's when I'll be happy. So hopefully, like I said, man, hopefully one fucking person out there, and I'm not talking about this other shit, I'm talking about one person I can motivate them to do some shit. Change your fucking life today. Don't wait till tomorrow. So I've covered the 3 topics that I get asked about the most. And hopefully you guys can see it a little bit better. And again, I'm not denying science. And yes, anxiety and depression are self-inflicted. And the third thing, yes, you need to be called a pussy. And you need to say quit making excuses because, oh, I didn't even finish this one. Okay, so let's finish this one. If I come to you and hold your hand, or not even hold your hand, but I, put my arm around you and I'll say, man, it's going to be okay. You're going to get through this. It's going to be fine. Just sit back and wait it out. It'll be fine. If I did that to people, that would be an injustice to humanity at the core of it all, because waiting it out is not going to work unless you're working towards something. You just saying, man, I'm depressed. I don't feel good today. I'll just wait it out. I might go do something tomorrow. You see what I mean? If you're going to wait something out, at least wait it out towards a goal. Like, for example, let's just say you're coming off drugs. Then that's a good time to say, yeah, let's wait this shit out. But to say let's wait it out on life, or let's wait it out on depression or anxiety, what are you waiting on? Because you've already got it in your head, you're anxious and depressed, which is going to make it harder for you to go out in the real world, harder for you to go interact with society, harder for you to get motivated and determined to do something. So me saying it's going to be okay, and it'll be okay, it'll be alright, you'll get through it. What good's that doing? Because you're just hearing the same shit your mom would tell you, or your best friend would tell you, and obviously they're not doing shit to help you out because they have that love for you that is so deep that they don't want to hurt your feelings. But let me tell you something, blunt truth is the best way to go in life. You have to be prepared to handle every situation. You have to be prepared to get in some uncomfortable situations and suffer a little bit. And you also have to learn to be completely honest with yourself. And again, that's where that accountability check comes into. Hopefully, some of you guys have done that, looked in the mirror and said exactly what's wrong with you. Like, you need to come to a conclusion of what your biggest weakness is and work on it. I have quite a few weaknesses that I'm working on, and I don't mean a weakness and try to spin it to a strength. Like, man, I work too hard and all this. No, I'll give you an example of my biggest weakness is I have a very weird outlook. And even now, like, I have a, I guess you could say, I don't even want to say addictive personality, but I'm the type of person where I either have to go all in on something or nothing at all, and I don't like that. I'm also the type of person to where, like I just said, and I guess you can see through this, when I accomplish something, I don't take the time to enjoy it. I might take a couple seconds to look at it and be like, okay, we did that. But then I look at it like, what are you celebrating for? You've not accomplished what all you set out to do yet. So that's my biggest weaknesses. I feel like right now. Now back then, my biggest weaknesses was you're a pussy, you're a bitch, you're making excuses. Get the fuck out of your head, man. That was my biggest weakness then. Now I've overcame that. I still have weaknesses. You constantly have to be working towards something. That's what I'm saying. So you guys have a good rest of your day. It is, I don't even know what the fuck today is, but I believe it's Thursday. Yeah, it's Thursday. All right, talk to you guys later. Have a good weekend.